In this video, let's talk about one of the properties of a box model called border. So let's get started. What is border property? Well, border properties are used to draw lines around boxes. So in order to further style them with CSS, so let's say that, well, I have this particular text which is a box. I want to have some lines around it. I'm going to use what is called border. Let's say I want to add a line at the top here, or left here, or right here, or that. I can change the colors of this one the way I want it. So let's see with demonstration. So let me add one more H1. Well, let me add not H1 this time around. Let me add, let's say, P, for example. I have P here, but well, we haven't talked about selected, so let's stick with this one. Let me add one more here and call it as H. So let me call this one as border example. Border example here. And now in there, I can use, let's say, a div. Just a div. Div. Like that. And then in there, I can add my P tag and add any text. But inside the div, let me add H3 and says that border example. So I want to target this particular div here, this div here, because I will have one div. So we're going to select only one div here. So let me select that. So let me save it. Let me select that here. I want to style my div because it's a block level element. I can use width and height. So here, let me add a background color. Let's say black, and a text on it. Let's say the color on the, let me call it any color of your choice as white. Yes, so border here. So how can we add border around these ones? That's what we are going to discuss about. So we have what is called border top. The border top is here. It adds line along the top margin of your box. And border right, as also I see that this adds border along the right of the box, and the bottom and the left. So let's see in action. So the same div here, I can add, if I say border like this one, this syntax simply means that all the sizes, the top, left, right, and bottom of that. But I think let's remove this one for now, this background. Let's stick to these ones. Yes. Now let me see. Let's see how to add border. This is the syntax. First of all, because we are going to add border, I want to draw a line around this particular element here. So we specify some syntax here. The first one is the width, which is called pixels. Okay, the width of the box of the border, 1 pixels. Then specify the kind of color style. All the colors that are specified here are all solid colors. So you say solid, then the name of the color, let me say red. Meaning when I save it, you see that I have this beautiful border around it. You see that? That's a border around that. That is the syntax. So this border simply means that, so this syntax can be written as border top. Border top is this one, and then change this one to copy it, paste, not copy it. So here going to be top, bottom, you're going to be right, and then left. So if I, so this one is same as, this syntax is same as the shorthand syntax here. So if I remove this one or comment it out and save it, you see, I still see the same thing. But the flexibility of the individual ones, the top, is that we can change the colors of this border. So for example, the top one, I want to increase the width of making as, let's say, 10 pixels. You see that one, the top now is 10 pixels. It looks beautiful, right? I can also change the color. Let's say it's going to be as yellow. And you see how beautiful that one is. So I think the yellow is not that, so I can change it. Let's say this color. Yes, you will see. So on the bottom two, I can change the weight. Let's say it's going to be 20 pixels. You see how it is. I can change the color or whatever. And then on the right, I can say it's supposed to be 5, but instead I'm going to make it as dash or dotted. You see that here we have the dotted here. You see how beautiful we are designed with CSS. So on the left two, we can make it as 5, but instead change the color to, okay, I think 5 is okay. This one looks nice. You see how we can use the box model to lay out this content nicely on the page. That's the beauty of the box model. And that's the beauty of the border property. The next video, let's talk about margin.